Worrying is a natural human response to stressful situations, but it doesn't necessarily lead to productive outcomes. In fact, worrying can often be the counterproductive, as it can consume valuable time and mental energy without yielding any real solutions. Furthermore, excessive worrying can contribute to negative emotions such as anxiety, fear, stress, which can have detrimental effects on both physical and mental health. Ultimately, worrying does not change the outcome of the situation and can prevent individuals from fully engaging at the present moment. Are you a worrier? Let's talk about it. Hello, friends, and welcome back to Coop. Coop is a place where we talk about travel, luxury, lifestyle, and everyday entertaining. I also like to throw in, some little life support videos here every now and then. And we're coming again from my book called The Soft Life. If you're interested in getting this book, you can click the link down below. You can get it on Amazon, and I would love your support. I believe that the soft life really isn't about this performative thing that we see on social media, but more it is about how you treat yourself. And one of those ways to treat yourself better is by stopping worrying. So in the Bible, there are 3 scriptures that I want to share today. One is from Matthew 6:25, and it says, "Therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat or drink, or about your body, what you will wear. Is not life more than food and the body more than clothes?" And then in Luke 12:25, it asks a question: who of you by worrying can add a single hour to your life? And in Philippians 4:6-7, it says, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God, and the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and minds in Christ." So basically, worrying is natural. It can happen. It can sneak up on you. But you can also create a pattern of worry. And when you create those patterns, and as soon as you hear something that goes wrong or a stressful situation, you leap to worry, that is something that you can learn to control, that you can learn to regulate in your life, because ultimately worry is unproductive. And so, discovering the source of your fears is essential in learning how to stop worrying. Worrying is a part of us as humans, for better or for worse. Our central nervous system frequently responds to stress and fear by worrying. When this happens, the first step is to calm down and consider what is causing the anxiety. Some worries can be beneficial, motivating us to solve real and current problems. However, chronic concern, as I'm talking about, creating that pattern of worry, even about the things over which we have no control, can harm our mental health. So what is the good news? Numerous strategies are available to help us to learn how to stop worrying, manage stress, and to start thriving. Ask yourself, am I worrying too much? There is likely no excellent explanation for stress over your profound well-being or mental wellness if you sometimes have stressed contemplations. However, persistent worry might signify a more severe condition, such as anxiety disorder. Physical symptoms such as tightness in the muscles, poor sleep hygiene, back discomfort, stomach pain, and panic episodes can result from this sort of anxiety. Are your everyday activities, employment, or relationships suffering from persistent stress and anxiety? If so, you should take steps to figure out how to quit worrying constantly. But why do we worry so much? Any anything can cause long-term anxiety. There will probably always be something in life for us to worry about, whether it be working at a challenging job or being a new parent. Take some time to think about it and study your self-awareness to discover why you could be a perpetual worrier. Think about whether any of these causes of your worry may be the case. A demanding work environment, managing toxic leadership, changes in life such as having a child, divorcing, or moving, financial difficulties, job loss, or making a large purchase like a home, conflict in relationships with family, friends, or others, concerns about your physical health, everyday annoyances such as traffic or housework, too many social responsibilities, commitments, or obligations, inadequate time for self-care and hobbies. I believe this phrase, and it is, you can't pray and worry. The act of praying negates the need for worry. In the Bible, it reads, "Don't worry about anything, but in all your prayers, ask God for what you need, always asking Him with a thankful heart. And God's peace, which is far beyond human understanding, will keep your hearts and minds safe." The secret to controlling the anxiety that results from each of these circumstances is to develop techniques for putting concern aside and beginning to live. For what reason do we find it so challenging to quit stressing? It's easy to fall into a horrendous circle of anxiety and constant reasoning once you begin stressing. Your emotional well-being might be adversely affected by this over the long run. You might appear to be constantly tormented with concern if you don't figure out how to stop stressing. Anxiety might occasionally seem helpful. It may feel sluggish and maybe make you worry more. So take some time to unwind and stop worrying. While it appears that being stressed out is the more straightforward option, learning how to quit worrying will make you happy in the long term. Here's how worrying affects your body. The impact worrying has on our physical, mental, and emotional health is among its most pernicious aspects. In fact, more than a third of Americans saw a doctor in 2018 due to a stress-related disease. And stress may exacerbate numerous existing conditions. It's time to learn how to quit worrying, if this describes you. Worry and stress exacerbate physical symptoms and make it more challenging to recover from sickness. Here are a few ways that concern could be affecting your general health. Excessive worry causes physical illness. The first clue that continual worrying is becoming a problem might come from physical symptoms. You may experience extreme concern if you have headaches, stomach aches, or shortness of breath. Do you wish to discover ways to quit worrying? Recognizing the typical signs of persistent worry or anxiety is a crucial first step. Some of these signs are exhaustion, regardless of how many hours you sleep. Have you ever had the feeling like you wake up tired? Difficulty concentrating. You can't read a book, you can't pay attention. You can't concentrate on work. You can't concentrate on what people are saying to you. A racing heartbeat. You just feel your heart skipping. Your hands are trembling or shaking. Stomach pain, nausea, or other gastrointestinal issues. Unusual sweating. Feeling uneasy, tense, or anxious. Don't you hate that uneasy feeling? I know I do. These signs should prompt you to consider how you're feeling. You might need to focus on calming down and practice deep breathing. You might need to call your therapist and have a session. Ultimately, recognizing these physical signs is one of the first stages of learning to quit worrying. Worrying can cause a stress response. Chronic stress can quickly develop from ongoing anxiety. It could be difficult for you to pinpoint precisely which anxious thoughts caused your stress reaction. Repeatedly having difficult thoughts might eventually cause additional stress reactions in your body. Even though it could feel like your mind is racing, keeping note of your thoughts and bodily sensations helps reduce stress. Excess stress can influence your day-to-day routine. It's simple to start worrying about one or two adverse events and wind up worrying about even more aspects of your life, since concern breeds worry. Stress may manifest itself at work, your family, your money, and even your hobbies when anxious thoughts become a regular part of your life. Additionally, during the past several years, individuals have started to experience more stress regularly. Learning how to quit worrying to keep your mental health in check is more important than ever. Over time, excessive concern can weaken your emotional fortitude and make doing necessary chores more difficult. Your life may become more gratifying and stress-free if you can learn to quit worrying. The results of severe stress and anxiety can be swiftly reversed by doing this. There was a quote that one of my colleagues gave me just today, and it said, I'm looking it up now, it was from Mark Twain, I remember that much, and it said, "I've been through a lot of bad things in my life, some of which actually happened." And so it really is good to keep a level head and keep yourself from worrying, because sometimes there's no reason to worry. Your daily life and general mental health may suffer if you constantly worry. Fortunately, the excessive concern may be eliminated with a little bit of trying. Here are my top tips for quitting worrying and actually starting to live. Number 1, quit stressing and rehearsing care and contemplation. When you rehearse something over and over and over and over again in your mind, you can find it challenging to concentrate on anything else. But dwelling on unfavorable ideas all the time is a poor habit. Sitting in a peaceful place and emptying your mind may benefit your well-being when you feel your ability to concentrate is slipping away. Your focus may be diverted from unfavorable ideas by practicing mindfulness and meditation, which can also help you feel less worried and more at ease. A guided meditation app can assist you in focusing your thoughts, clearing your head, or detaching from your troubles. Over time, meditation can also help you enter a state of flow, enabling you to concentrate on your priorities and easily cross things off your to-do list. Your life may be drastically changed by learning to focus on the task at hand rather than your problems. Number 2, stop worrying and practice deep breathing. When we worry, we frequently concentrate on negative future scenarios. Remaining in the present helps lessen physical symptoms, concerns, and negative thoughts. When you start to worry, you could get short of breath or feel discomfort in your chest. Deep breathing exercises can help you get grounded in the present and divert your focus from your problems. Deep breathing is a simple and quick approach to stop worrying, whether you're having difficulties falling asleep or sense a panic attack coming on. Number 3, do a body scan. It's normal to tense your muscles when you worry. Raised shoulders or a tight jaw might lead to persistent muscular tension over time. Your body holds more significant stress over time due to your increased concern. It's time to concentrate on learning how to quit worrying. If you experience persistent tightness, stiffness, or discomfort in your back or your shoulders, or both, when you start to feel anxious during this time, take a deep breath, pay attention to your tension, and scan your body. Just say, feel the top of your head, feel your eyelids, feel your cheeks and your mouth and your jaw, and just go head to toe and feel your body. And focus on breathing into your pain and physically relaxing whenever you sense tension building. One fantastic technique for stopping worrying immediately may be found by gradually releasing the tension in your body. Number 4, share your fears with supportive friends and family. As a chronic worrier, it's simple to become buried in your thoughts and unintentionally forget about your loved ones. Even when you feel isolated, connecting with people is a potent way to change your emotional well-being. You may keep things in perspective by discussing the cause of your stress, anxiety, or concern with a family member or friend. Though they frequently appear sensible to us, our fears are often irrational. Talking with encouraging friends or relatives can provide a fresh perspective on the problem and be a practical method for putting an end to worrying. Number 5, focus on gratitude. Focusing on one favorable notion causes our brain to be more open to finding others. On the other hand, searching for a silver lining might teach your brain to look for advantages and break the cycle of anxiety. A daily appreciation practice may be highly beneficial and perhaps life-changing for this reason. Have a hard time listing your blessings? Look for the intriguing or humorous aspects of the scenario by taking a step back. Use humor and curiosity to stimulate your thinking. This can rapidly help you feel better and give you a break from bad thoughts. Even so, you might try to show interest in how you worry. Number 6, keep a daily journal. When we overlook the initial warning signals of concern and allow them to intensify over time, chronic tension and anxiety result. Learn how to quit worrying now. Regular self-checks are crucial for managing your anxiety and preserving your mental health. Girl, just check in with yourself. When we've entered a worry cycle, we frequently experience a sense of emotional disconnection. You may see trends and actively manage stress by keeping a daily notebook before your emotions go out of hand. It gets simpler to recognize when you're starting to worry as you have more expertise in writing down your feelings and discussing your views. Early concern management will ultimately improve your mood and keep you focused on your priorities. Number 7, stop worrying about maintaining a regular sleep schedule. A chronic concern frequently has the side consequence of insomnia. It might be challenging to unwind and get adequate rest if your mind is racing. While you might think that staying up late would fix your problems, you're usually better off getting a restful night's sleep. Minor concerns without sleep might start a stress reaction that lasts for days or weeks. How to put your worries to rest. Before you go to bed, do a quick meditation or mindfulness exercise. Spend some time with God. Pray. Give all of your problems over to Him. Before sleeping, drink a cup of soothing tea and read a book. Stop using electronics at least an hour before going to bed. Use lavender, melatonin, or essential oils as natural sleep aids. If you can't control your mind, try journaling your thoughts. Consider speaking to your doctor if you follow these measures and still have trouble getting regular, high-quality sleep. You could have insomnia, a common sleeping issue. Never be hesitant to look for help when it is required. You have the right to stop tension and recapture control of your life. And finally, differentiate what you can control from what you can't. We all know the serenity prayer, but we tend to center on what if rather than the present moment when we worry, since it is generally about an issue that has to be managed. Many believe finding a solution would be simpler if they spent more time thinking about a topic. If you're getting ready for an interview, learning more about the business of the interviewer may help you stop worrying and take charge of the situation. However, since you do not influence the interview's outcome, stressing about it won't help address the problem. What can I control? This is an excellent question to ask yourself if you struggle with being a persistent worrier. This can be aided by being more proactive when there is anything you can do. Additionally, when you realize there is nothing you cannot do to change the situation, having this attitude might help you let go of your worry. Are you looking for advice on how to end worrying about things you can't control? Stop looking for a solution and start to unwind once you realize there is nothing you can or need to manage right now. The best method to manage your stress and kick your worrying habit is to do what you enjoy. Taking an activity not only helps you block your anxieties, but it also helps you release pent-up energy. You can do exercises, you can do a hobby, there's all sorts of things that you can do. You may immediately change your mental state and quit worrying by concentrating on something that makes you feel happy. Go for a stroll with your dog or your kids, or while listening to your most loved podcast. Do something creative, paint, or work on an imaginative undertaking. Watch your favorite film or TV show and enjoy a little snack with that. Play your most adored music while doing the dishes or cleaning your home. There are just so many things that you can do, and I'm sure you can be creative and come up with something that will help you to reduce stress and worry. Eventually, partaking in a leisure activity or an action you genuinely appreciate is a strong strategy for assisting you with figuring out how to quit stressing. Stop worrying by getting advice from a professional. In the end, you should worry less since it might keep you from living a life you enjoy. And in conclusion, are you prepared to put an end to your constant second guessing? Only you have the power to take the necessary steps to overcome your anxiety, reduce your concern, and lead the life you deserve. If you have tips, please leave them in the comments down below. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Are you a chronic worrier? How have you learned to stop worrying in your life? Let's talk about it in the comments. I know that I'm not perfect with it, and there are times that I have to employ many of these techniques to get myself and my mind back on track. I would love to hear from you how you do the same. Thanks for watching.